Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at some college football regular season wins. In this case, we're going to be looking at the Ohio State Buckeyes. What's going on, my man? How you doing today?
They're getting ready for football in Columbus. Dax, reading up on this team this morning. Big expectations for Ohio State in Urban Meyer's third year.
Hell yeah, everybody's getting ready for football. Anyways, man, we know how good the Buckeyes have been in regular season under Urban Meyer for the last couple of years. Now, should we automatically consider placing a bet on them on the over for a prop bet on this one?
You know, I think you have to look in that direction. And a lot of the times when you have a new head coach in a program, you're expecting the biggest year to come in that third year. Due to the fact that he has a couple years of recruiting to get the right type of players to fit his system. Well, the Buckeyes have kind of bucked that trend, given the fact that they haven't lost a regular season game, 24-0 straight up in that situation. So it's hard to imagine the Buckeyes don't go over that regular season total of 11.5 or 10.5.
Right. But still, there might be a couple of question marks that might hinder this a bit. Right now, the offensive line and the running back position, that's the biggest question here. Now, it seems that it could eventually end up affecting the team rushing totals. Or am I just not seeing something here, Jeff?
You know, that's what everybody's going to wait to see, is if they can replace Carlos Hyde, the talented running back, and also 4 senior offensive linemen that are now taking part in NFL training camps. But Meyer has the right offensive line in place. They just need to gel. Of course, most of these are his recruits, and he always has the ability to find a running back in his system that will gain over 1,000 yards. So in the first couple games of the season, they'll need to rely on the defense, and the defense has one of the better defensive lines in the country, and they also benefit in looking at the schedule. They take on Navy and Virginia Tech at home. They should be able to handle Navy with an entire offseason to get ready for that option running attack. And Virginia Tech isn't known as an offensive team, so I think they'll do just enough offensively until things come together.
And speaking about that kid, Carlos Hyde, I was looking at him in the games with the Niners, and he's doing great. I mean, I think he has a really big potential. But anyways, now checking on the schedule, I think that they could potentially be favored in every single game. Don't you think, man?
You know, it looks like that's going to be the case depending on how Michigan State does. Michigan State lost a lot on the defensive side of the football. That game takes place in East Lansing in November. That's really, realistically, the only chance that sports bettors would have in potentially backing the Buckeyes getting points in 2014.
All right, man. So what's going to be your recommendation in this case?
You know, I think you can only look at the over. Right now, I would not get involved in that until you can make sure that Braxton Miller is back to health. He did not take any snaps during spring football, and he's been very limited in practice. And looking at some of the press conferences that I took a look at this morning and prepping for the article that I put on sportsbookreview.com. So make sure Miller is healthy, because there isn't much behind him. But the Big Ten, I think the Ohio State Buckeyes are much quicker and a more talented team and should have no problem going over the regular season win total.
Sweet. Good stuff, my man. Can't wait for football and can't wait for next week to talk to you again, my man.
Appreciate it, Dax. Have a good day.
You too. And for sportsbookreview.com, this is Dax Floyd.